Okay, it says I'm live. How are we doing on sound this time, guys? Can everybody hear me? I know I've got two people here. Yay, so this time we have sound, huh? Yay. Okay, so welcome everybody. We had to start a second live stream to get sound going. Probably not Shenanigans issue. It may have been mine because there were two cameras hooked up when I started, and so that might have been my fault. But we're still going to barrel on. I know that sometimes it's not my fault. I'm not going to worry about it. I am not going to let my focus get derailed. So I'm seeing thumbs up. People hear me, lots of hearts. This is good. We have 45 people here. Oh, that's a special number, isn't it? What I was trying to do with the first try when I turned the camera, I thought I'd let you guys see that your co-hosts are kind of sleeping on the job today. Can you see them? Yeah, they don't get too excited about meditations. They go into their own little Zen place. Okay, we have 58 people here. I didn't notice how many we had before. But if you are, even if you're a new person, we gave directions on what to do if there was a problem. And if you've been here before, this is not the first time we've had to start a second live stream. And those live streams issues haven't always been our fault. The channel does have some deliberate issues with the platform Shenanigans, and that's just the way it is. But we've got over 64 people here. And of course, since the universe doesn't recognize time like we do, if someone wants to come in later and send their energy back to this time, they will. That's why if you ever rewatch our live streams, they get more and more powerful because so much energy is added to our intention. So, how was it about the last intention, guys? We were asking for disclosures and some truth. And boom, just a few days ago, uh, the January 6 tapes are being released in full, not little snippets that were curated by the January 6 committee, like Tucker Carlson was having to deal with, but actual just live footage out there. So I consider that, like I said, a huge win for our intentions. Now, I asked for viewer information about what should we have this month's meditation be about. And I'm going to, as we go through, I'll read some of them. They all seem to coalesce into a couple of huge, beautiful items. First of all, that we live wisely, that we live kindly, that we live positively. So we'll get into some of the specifics of what people were asking for, but really, if you just know that our overall focus is on improving our skills and allowing ourselves, giving ourselves permission to live the most kindest life, the wisest life, the most positive life. That's kind of in a nutshell what this focus will be about. Now, just a reminder, and especially for newer viewers, these meditations don't necessarily follow some of the traditional meditation practices. I do assure you that it's non denominational. Now, you need to be aware that people are here with a faith path, and there's several faith paths, and that's fine. Anything positive is welcome here. We're not going to push our individual faith paths on you, but as you participate, if you do it with more than just a spiritual focus, but bring in your personal faith for your personal meditation, that is your business, and nobody's going to object or bother you about it. Okay, and don't worry, I'll keep this as non-denominational as possible as I lead us through this. Now, one of the issues in the past with meditations has been the fact that we were taught rather incorrectly. And when we would join, if we didn't have enough protections on our personal energy and our intention, it could be hijacked and used for other purposes. And we know that for millennia, evil has used our energy and twisted it and fed off it or used it for other purposes. So you're going to notice that I spend quite a bit of time making sure both we, the participants, and our focus is protected. It's just sensible to do it that way. So let's get started with mentioning some of those protections, okay? We're joining in this meditation with good intent, and those that do join with good intent, we claim that they are protected from evil in any form before, during the meditation, and beyond. Those that any intention here that is contributed may not be used, converted, transmuted, hijacked, used for any other purpose ever. So our intention, our focus, our purpose, our energy is protected for eternity and may only go where we direct it today as we participate in this meditation. Now, if there's negative energy here, and please understand, if you're just here as a skeptical participant, that doesn't make you negative. Those that have negative intention, that want the meditation to fail, be derailed, have problems, that's negative energy. They know who they are, if there are any. Okay. Now, evil has to tell us what they do. We don't have to tell them, but I'm going to. If you have negative energy that you're contributing to this process, to this meditation, you're still welcome. But we are going to gather up every bit of that negativity, and we are going to be sending it to our loving Creator to be transmuted and purified. So if you remain with us and you keep sending us negative energy, you're doing so on an informed basis, knowing that ultimately you're working for the light, and we welcome you and thank you. So let's take a minute and just imagine that if there's anything negative here, think of it as a dandelion puff that's a little gray instead of white. And we're just going to blow it to our loving Creator to be transmuted and purified and made beautiful. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Nothing mean. We don't return it to sender. We go send it to be purified. Okay. Now, let's talk about our intention here. First of all, the intention for this meditation this month is in some ways proactive. We're going to be encouraging ourselves to be our best self, our kindest self, our most positive self, our wisest self, and to be willing to increase those reserves we have of kindness, positivity, wisdom. So that's kind of our big focus here. Now, we intend that the energy we provide for that be bestowed in equal measure on those of us who give it. So this is where I talk about how, as we learn, we don't have to get depleted offering energy for purposes, whether it's love or light. We don't have to worry about being depleted. We're going to think of ourselves as conduit. Think of a drain pipe possibly off a rooftop. Okay. And we're the conduit. So we're going to ask whoever is at the top of our personal faith path. For me, it's a loving Creator. For you, it just may be source. It may be, light. It may be just positivity. That wherever your source is, that's where it flows from. So our personal reserves aren't depleted. When you leave this meditation, you should not feel in any way tired. If anything, you should feel energized because of this next element. We're going to be asking that those that participate and contribute energy, that it's bestowed on us in equal measure. So not only are we passing it on, we're filling and extending our personal reserves through this process. Okay. So our personal reserves of love and light are going to fill even faster than we send them out. And if you don't yet feel like that is what happens when you meditate, please, conserve your energy. But if you feel like you can be that conduit, then please do. Regardless of whatever you intend, we ask that our personal reserves fill up even faster than we offer it out. Okay. Now, for meditation, let's make sure that we're kind of physically ready. So sit up as straight as you can. And if you are unable to sit up straight, that doesn't mean you don't participate. Our loving Creator made everything. He can work, he, she, it can work with whatever we have to offer. But we want to, if possible, align our chakras so that our energy flow is not obstructed in any way. So sit up as straight as you can and let's do a stress test. Okay. It's a very simple one. Check your shoulders. Are they down, not up? As we get stressed, our shoulders go up, up, up. And just by intentionally making them go down, 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 you will feel yourself relax. So take a second and push those shoulders down if they need to go down. Extend them down a little bit. You'll feel that relaxing. Now we're going to take 3 cleansing breaths, and part of this involves visualizing. So with your first breath in, you're going to breathe in beautiful fresh air, and you're going to exhale that air, but it's going to also contain any smudges or negativity that were clinging to you or attached to you or kind of interfering with your focus today. Okay, so your breath out maybe look a little cloudy. The second breath in is going to be still just as it's coming from our creator. It's going to be sparkling and beautiful and clear and fresh. No matter whether you're inside, outside, have a window open or not, it's going to be beautiful air coming in and out. It's going to be much, much clearer. We're getting those pipes cleaned out, okay, the chakras and everything. And on the third breath, it's going to be as sparkly coming out as it is going in. Okay, get ready to breathe in some love-filled, sparkle-filled, beautiful energy. Okay, breath 1 in and out. And shoulders going down in the whole process. Okay, breath 2. This one's almost clear, guys. Ready? In and out. Breath 3. It's going to look identical in and out because we're there. Ready? In and out. Okay, we physically readied ourselves for the meditation and to focus. We have protected our intention, we protected our energy, and we've protected that energy and intention in perpetuity, forever. So now, in love and light, let's start talking through our meditation here. And remember, if I have an item that I mentioned that you have something else or a slight variation you'd like to contribute, that's where the chat is going to be really important. During the live stream, you're welcome to enter your own positive intentions. If you can do that while still listening and going, yes, I want to contribute to this. By the way, if I mention an intention that you don't align with, that you don't agree with, just simply say, I'm waiting this one out. But my energy is still going for all of the other items that have been mentioned or that are on my heart. Again, we're in a free will universe, and I never want to in any way impact anyone's free will. Okay, so some of the beautiful focuses that we were asked to meditate about today, and I'm going to say them twice so that if the first time you align with it and you want to say it the second time with me, you can. Okay, first one is that innocent life be protected all across this plane of existence. Second time, with me if you want to, our focus is that innocent life be protected all across this plane of existence. Children, babies, little animals, however you view it, that innocent life is protected. Another one is that we seek positivity for Mother Earth. Second time through, we seek and focus on positivity for Mother Earth. I personally view that as negative energies wafting away like steam when you boil water, so that we can be our essential, pure, loving self, our healthy earth, our healthy oceans, our healthy skies, our healthy humanity. But that also within that, the people are more positive. There's less need to have control and power over others. That it's enough to control ourselves and our destiny. that we don't view power over others as anything that's lucrative or that we want to have. Okay, another one is that our focus for the third one here is that peace of mind through the holidays. Whichever holidays, or just this season coming up where many holidays are celebrated. So for the upcoming season, peace of mind through these holidays, or the upcoming holiday season if you don't participate in them. Ready? So our focus is on peace of mind through the holidays or the holiday season for those days of celebration we don't participate in. Okay, the next one, that we're going to be able to enjoy family and friends similarities with love and appreciation. We're going to focus on the things we still have in common with those that haven't woken up or never will. We're going to focus on our similarities. So enjoying family and friends similarities with love and appreciation. Ready? Enjoying family and friends similarities with love and appreciation. And this might be a good time during this meditation. Take a minute, and you know people that sometimes try to butt heads with you about your beliefs or the truths you're seeking out. So have your loving, kind replies ready. For me, when someone asks if I'm still into that conspiracy BS, I say, well, I call it truth seeking, but yes, always. How have you been? However you want to handle it. Be ready with your replies because they're not too original with their jabs and pokes. We don't need to wake them up. We just need to love them where they are and be ready if they wake up to help them further. Okay. Our next focus is knowing we are all one within this reality and our loving Creator's heart, however you want to view that one. Let's have just an acknowledgement and a celebration of the fact that we are all one human race. We are all part of this one beautiful creation and have the ability also to create ourselves, or we wouldn't create new life or grow gardens or anything. So our next one again is knowing we are all one. Do that according to your personal faith path. As time has gone on, I've learned to celebrate the fact that I can co-create. Whether it's the atmosphere in a room, my attitude, the way I face the day, the two lives that I was blessed to be able to bring into the world, I was allowed some abilities of co-creation, and I celebrate them. And if they grow and extend, I welcome them. Okay? Another intention is that our lessons are gentle and that everyone's hearts and tummies are full, but especially that gentle lessons. Some of this ascension process is kind of grueling. They talk about how we can't avoid the dark night of the soul. Doesn't mean we have to wallow there and stay there for long, though, but we do have to kind of get through some tough things. But when we face those lessons, those tough lessons, may they be as gentle as possible. Okay, you ready to join me on that one? So the lessons we face, may they be gentle as possible, and that hearts are full and tummies are full. We don't want anybody lacking for basic necessities. Now, our next intention. Let's picture that happy dance moment. What is going to make you so happy you want to dance in the streets? I have a couple of political happy dances that I could do, and I have one that's for all of mankind and this earthly plane. When, however, and I always say, ascension is going to be surprising. That prophecy is always fulfilled, but always in surprising ways. So picture an item that would make you willing to go out in the streets and do that happy dance. Let's take a minute and picture it, and then picture that happy dance moment coming for each of us. Ready? Happy dance moment or moments coming for each of us. Close your eyes and picture it. I edit my picture so my bingo wings don't show, but I'm gonna be out there dancing like crazy. Okay, now, one other item that was given to me, with the suggestions was that we picture a holistic society, one without governments as they exist now, controllers as they exist now, shenanigans as it plays out now. That we simply say no and take control of our destiny and our path, which will be part of this whole ascension process, going to a different type of much more internal and personal control and less external control. I look forward to a day when we don't have anything that's even remotely considered a government, but possibly some councils that we have wise people on them making decisions that are filled with love and light and logic. So are you ready to join me with that one? And if you're not, sit it out. Okay. But we're picturing and meditating towards the outcome of a holistic society with no governments as they exist now, no controllers as they exist now, no shenanigans as they exist now. We simply say no and take control of our destiny, our path. Okay, now I'm going to read a few, so I won't be making eye contact with you. It won't look like it because I'm going to have my eyes down reading some of these suggestions that will be showing up in the live stream chat. And we'll do this until we conclude our meditation. If we conclude the meditation and you haven't had a chance, or you think of an additional item you would love to have some good collective loving energy directed towards, you can put it in the comments under the live stream when it posts. So there's two ways. You can do it now, and the live stream takes a while to show up. So don't worry, I did click live stream replay on this. Okay, and that's one shenanigan I hope we're protected against forever. But then once we close out the meditation, if you'd like to articulate something or go into more detail about something, those that align with what you ask for will join your energy absolutely, positively. Okay? Okay, Transcending Grammy says she wants all animals' tummies full and warm and loved. Yes. No more mistreated animals. The Dance of Peace Within the World, Janet Carter. Gentile says her happy dance is no fear. I rarely get fearful now. Okay, Todd Starnes, the most important thing in this world is what we leave our children, what they think of us. I'll stand up to the gates of hell to protect our children. They're the future. A house. Thank you for playing that music, Grammy. And I'm sure even though we don't have a way to have multiple people on this live stream unless we were in the same room, I know that we have at least Tess Castro's doing her singing bowls. There's lots of beautiful positive energy coming out here. Okay. That everybody be warm, that they have enough clothing, enough shelter, enough affection, sustenance. Okay. Vivian, that's a beautiful one. Common sense coupled with compassion. For us, yes, to have it and utilize it, especially when we're dealing with people that have chosen to not wake up or aren't ready yet to. We have to have a lot of compassion for people that are in survival mode. I have family members in that. They don't know how to pay their bills and put food on the table and do both at once. So do you think they have time or energy to be worrying about if they're on an ascension path? They're just trying to survive. And we need to have love and compassion for those people. New beds rolling out. Absolutely. For us and our animal friends. Absolutely. Rolling out and free, not the ones that are for profit. We want med beds out. Okay. Peace for those who grieve. We are in a season of loss. That loss, we know, was in large part deliberate or facilitated or supplemented. We've all lost. We've lost friends. to the process of waking up or to taking a stand against certain protocols. We've lost family members decades, in some cases earlier than we should have. So for those that grieve, and some people have lost their twin flame, their life partner, their grief is especially deep. So we pray for them to have some comfort. Okay. Betsy Warner wants prosperity package rollouts. I just look forward to a world where they stop doing income taxes. Number one, that's an immediately seen benefit for everybody that works. That they simply do a sales tax if they need some income, and that it be applied to everything except for foods and medicines or health materials, because we're going to get away from the big pharma stuff. Then I think that people that receive income because they're elderly or disabled should see an increase. Just so not necessarily prosperity packages, but a slow rollout, and let people have that time to accustom to not worrying about money anymore, because you almost unconsciously put yourself back into that situation because unfortunately that's what you've experienced. That's where your comfort level is. So let's also intention that people have comfort levels that grow past that survival level, that grow comfortable with having some money that doesn't have to be spent, that grow comfortable with having enough. They don't have this long list of things anymore that they needed to buy as soon as they had some extra money. I've been there. A shopping list that waits till tax return. Things you do need, but you're going to have to wait on. So let's picture people getting comfortable with having enough so they handle it wisely and well. Bets one's connecting all hearts together as one. That's part of we are one. We are one human race. We are one multifaceted creation that are part of and tied to our loving Creator. Let's enjoy those connections and celebrate them and see ourselves as part of the one. Let's also see fewer and fewer people acting out of service to self. Now, according to some theories, there's always going to be those people that do that, or those intelligences that do that. Maybe there's entire races in the universe that do that. But service to others can be as simple as me with the monthly meditation, or you with a smile for somebody in the grocery store. That service to others, however small and kindly it might be, becomes more and more common, the norm, the goal for people on this earth. Okay. Now, because we started a second live stream to have some sound because of technical issues, we've got about 3 more minutes. I'm going to read a few more intentions, but before I do, I want to thank everybody that participated and contributed positive energy, whether it was through transmutation or directly, that participated in this meditation. You're beautiful. And I send each and every one of you love and light and all things bright. Thank you so much for being here. And by here, I don't just mean the meditation. Being here on this plane of existence at this time so I could connect with you. So we could have these connections. We could spread this love. We could spread this light. We could spread information and logic and common sense and all of the things that we've been programmed to not value or not try to nurture together. Okay. Karen Thompson wants wonderful, healthy foods, herbs and spices, organic everything. Yeah, yes. More consideration, treating each other how we want to be treated. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. More people realize how useless an emotion fear is in most situations. Most situations. And they don't allow themselves to be programmed to feel it. We've been programmed to feel it on demand. Let's wait until it's situation specifically sensible to feel fear and then take the correct action or response after. Let's also intention that people learn the difference between reacting and responding. If you've ever been a parent where you took a second to draw a deep breath and then address that milk that got spilled or the fight between toddlers that you broke up so that you do it the right way, that was responding. Reacting is when, without even turning around, you yell, "How many times have I told you?" Let's pray that no matter what the situation, people learn how to respond rather than react. That when we face negativity, whether it's a dark alley that doesn't seem safe, let's love bomb it. Let's send it light into those situations. If you feel some negativity, picture white glowing light. I promise you, if you picture yourself glowing white and bright and filled with love, and that's spreading out wider and wider, it is going to push negativity away. Oh, so many good intentions here. So many good intentions. I wish I could read them all. Marion Mojo's Mama B, happiness for all of God's creation. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Children laughing and learning magical truths. Yes. And feeling that their intuitive skills are as important as their social skills or their reading skills, that we value skills that can't necessarily be paper and pencil tested. I'm seeing lots of good loving comments here. So take one more minute here to say goodbye to those that participated, to put that final focus or intention you would like us to send some energy towards outcomes, the best possible outcomes that we hope to have for ourselves, our families, our world, our benevolent off-world helpers, whatever they may be. Because I know that if we always seek and work towards and ask for the best possible outcome, we don't close off any possibilities. We leave ourselves open for magic. We leave ourselves open for a perfection we could not have dreamed of. So let's all take a second and put that energy into best possible outcomes, whatever they may be. Laura Smith, sending love and light unconditionally to everyone here and around the world. Me too. Absolutely. All of us do. That according to their free will, they accept it and incorporate it into their daily being. Not everybody's going to want it. Some will resist, some will reject, some will choose evil, but very, very few. But we'll honor their free will and be ready if that free will changes. Okay, folks, I'm going to count down from 7, just because I picked a random number, and I'll be ending the live stream. So finish up your wishes, your thoughts, your love that you want to share here. And if I dismiss the live stream before you get a chance to get that in, there is a 1-second delay. Like I said, hold that thought and put it in the comments under the video. Okay. So I'm going to end the live stream in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Love and light, everyone. Have a beautiful day. Thank you. Thank you for being here, being alive, being part of our tribe. Bye.